Hello everyone, Neil for T-Shares here, coming at you with another video for TETRA, where we automate your DeFi. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, and we're coming up on our the beta testing for the TETRA protocol. But now we're going to talk about staking your TETRA, because it is finally here. We can take your TETRAp that's on PulseChain and stake it in the DApp on the TETRA.win website and earn more TETRA. We're also going to discuss this SEC FUD going around between Richard Heart and HEX and what's going on with that. So let's take a look at the DApp now and see how we can stake our TETRA to earn more TETRA. So if you look at the TETRA.win website, you'll come to this page here, which is shows you the TETRA Atlas, which is the dashboard that we'll all interact with to deploy the DeFi strategies that we wish to through TETRA. Okay, take a look around, see what it's about. Familiarize yourself with it. It's pretty interesting. It tells you what's going on with the white paper and everything else. But up in the right hand corner we have this button called Stake TETRA. That's what we're going to look at now. You hit it. We need to read through this, so we want you to be really clear what we're dealing with when we stake your TETRA. Okay, when you stake your TETRAp on PulseChain in the TETRA Piston pools, you will earn more TETRAp. That's all we're doing right now. There's a maximum stake of 2 million TETRAp per wallet. Okay. Done. It's a cap. Now, you can stake the same wallet over and over again multiple days, but per wallet, per pool is 2 million as a cap. If you merge the end stake before the pool is halfway done, you will lose any yield and incur a 25% penalty on your principal stake. If you merge the end stake after the 50% stage of the pool length, you will keep your principal but lose any yield you had earned. And those that stake for the full term will receive a 15% fixed interest plus a proportional share of the early in-stake penalties and lost yield for any pool you're in. All pools end on the 23rd at 23:59 UTC on September 30th, 2023. And the next following day, the Cube pools and Tetra pools will open on October 1st. Okay? So, what that means is, on August 31st of this year, we will actually start TETRA and start running it and have it available for the public consumption. Now, you cannot stake your TETRA for 30 days afterwards. And what we're doing during those 30 days is we're allowing users to utilize TETRA for free. All you pay is gas. You can utilize the strategies and whatever that you wish, and deploy them at your leisure for free. Just pay your gas like you do normally, and watch the automation work for you. So that's what we're doing. And 1 month later, then you'll be able to stake your TETRA tokens once they're released from the pools, if you choose to stake, to earn the TETRA fees, which will be charged from that point forward. So now we're going to hit the stake now and take a look at what's going on. All right, this is the TETRA Prism pool page. It's at TETRA.1 run. As you can see, you have a Prism pool here. You can it shows you what's been staked so far. So with the release of this video, we've had 2 pools that are already finished. This pool and this pool. All right. There's a maximum cap of 433,333,333.33 TETRA max stake per pool, with a potential rewards per pool of 65 million TETRA. Okay, and the max stake per account is 2 million TETRA. Okay, per wallet. And so, as you can see here, and you go up to the top right, you have your wallet here, and you can connect and disconnect your wallet. That's how you do that. And then if you want, when those pools open, you can add your TETRA and stake it. Now we have countdown timers on the page showing when each pool opens up. So these first two pools are already finished. Pool 60 and 59 are done. They've already been max staked. They're finished. Now, right now, at the timing of this video, we have 22 hours and 43 minutes and 30-something seconds until the next pool opens. So, and every succeeding pool has 1 day, 10 hours, 2 days, 0 hours, 3 days, 12 hours, and so forth to the last pool. There's a total of 7 pools. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 2 that's already passed, 6, 7. All right, so you have 5 more chances to stake your TETRA if you choose to. So you look at those count timers and set alarms, whatever you're going to do to make sure you get in these pools. The first pool, it lasted for 23 minutes, and the second pool lasted for 15. So there you go for your information. So anyway, this is how you stake Tetra. You have the timers here. It's easy to stake. You hit add Tetra. When you go here, if you have over 2 million Tetra in your wallet, you hit max, and you have to prove it and then stake it. If you don't have 2 million Tetra, you have to put in how much you have and then stake it. Just let you know. Okay. So I hope that explains how to stake Tetra and what's going on in with the prison pools and what you can do to get some more Tetra, 15% more, for what you stake. Now let's talk about what's going on recently with this SEC FUD in the crypto space with HEX and PulseChain. All right, so let's talk about this SEC FUD with Richard and what the SEC has done. Now I'm gonna read this this is from the Securities and Exchange Commission's website. It's a press release. I'll read the first paragraph. From July 31st, 2023. The Securities and Exchange Commission today charged Richard Hart, aka Richard Schuler, and 3 unincorporated entities that he controls, HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX, with conducting unregistered offerings of crypto asset securities that raised more than $1 billion in crypto assets from investors. The SEC also charged Hart and PulseChain with fraud for misappropriating at least $12 million in offerings proceeds to purchase luxury goods, including sports cars, watches, and a 555-carat black diamond known as the Enigma, reportedly the largest black diamond in the world. All right, that's the end quote for the first paragraph from the SEC website. Now, if you've been in PulseChain or HEX or anything for any length of time, and unless you're living on a rock, this has been big news, okay? It's freaked everybody out. Now, if you understand what's going on, how blockchains work and everything, that one paragraph alone is basically baloney. The SEC head, Gensler, appeared before Congress about a month or so ago and completely obliterated by the congressman because he could not answer simple questions and give straight answers and really did not even know what his role was or even how to define what cryptocurrencies are, if they're security or not, or anything. So for them to even have the audacity to come after Richard is basically grasping at straws, in my opinion. I think it's a play and a ploy to try to discredit the crypto industry. And they're going after any and everybody. In this case, Richard being a prominent, public figure who used outreach marketing to drum up business and show people what's going on in the world and crypto and stuff. But at the same time, as we all know, Richard's been a very straightforward, straight shooter. He wants everybody to be responsible for their own assets, and every one of us who took part in anything Richard has done has voluntarily done so with zero expectation of profit. Period. He told us that much. We're getting nothing for our money. We literally threw our money in a black hole. That's what we did with zero expectation. And we all did it willingly. So now, how does that compare, or how should we think about this? How should we process these things? Well, I think we need to think about this in the fact that if we understand how PulseChain and decentralized finance works, I mean, even the fact that they're trying to charge HEX. They're charging HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX. That's what it says in this article. How do you charge a decentralized entity that exists on a blockchain? That doesn't. There's no corporate office. There's nothing that nobody gets mail there. There's no secretary. There's no CEO. It's code. It's all foolishness. These people have no idea what they're doing. So I would hope that Richard's lawyers are lined up to really just destroy the SEC. And my guess is, now I'm no lawyer, but my guess would be that his lawyers will meet with the SEC and there'll be an initial hearing, and they're pretty much going to smack down all these charges with the facts, and then the judge do what they do. And that's all we can hope for. Hopefully, justice prevails and people see the light of what's going on, and the law is applied as it should be justly. So let's take a look at some of these things that happen as a result of what the SEC did. So here we have the pulse die pair on DEX Screener. We can see the chart from the beginning, how it's been performing, and we get this big red candle over here, which is the SEC FUD that just happened. Now why do we have this big red candle? It's because people acted emotionally. And when people act emotional, they do irrational things. And so because of that, we have now a loss in value of the pulse and the PulseChain ecosystem because of what the SEC did. Now, if we had a way to counteract this or to soften these blows, why wouldn't we take it? And that solution is TETRA. Because with TETRA, we can automate our holdings and our positions through different DeFi protocols that will be available on PulseChain to position ourselves in such a way that when these type of events do happen, we can capitalize on them. Maybe we can save. We even have the ability to save ourselves from ourselves by making certain smart contracts we employ immutable. And had we had that during this event, we probably would have near the dip we're having now. And those who would not want to take part in such a automation process, well, they'd be the ones dumping their bags, and then you'd be there and with the ability to scoop up all their assets they're willing to get rid of. That's the beauty of TETRA, and that's the power of TETRA, and the automation it will provide for the blockchain. And we at TETRA are continuing to build and push forward to promote and make PulseChain one of the best blockchains that exist in the blockchain space on the net. Well, this is all I have for today. I have no new strategies right now. We're working on getting the beta here very shortly, and I'll be doing videos on the actual utilization of the strategies on the TETRA protocol. So stay tuned for more videos as they come out, and let not your heart be troubled. We have hope in the future, and what we have is an immutable code out there on the blockchain we get to interact with, and nobody can stop it. It's decentralized on purpose, and we at TETRA here are going to do our dead level best to make sure it stays decentralized and to further decentralize it in ways that cannot be turned off. So that's all I have for today. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And see the description for any links to the website and to staking and all that we have to offer on PulseChain. Well, that's it for the day. This is Neil for T-Share signing off. Have a nice day and take care.